short. A good fourth quarter against Heron today. Cut the lead to 5, but just couldn't overcome that and end up losing that game. Frankfort, I think, is the team that probably expected to be playing the next game today. They got upset on their home floor by Christopher, and I was talking to Rick, the play-by-play guy for West Frankfort a while ago, and he said at one time Christopher was up by 18 on them, and finally Frankfort cut it to 10, but it really wasn't that close of a game. So, you know, who knows what kind of mindset these two teams have coming into this game, having played just literally hours ago.
And, yeah, these tournaments, man, this tournament was set up originally where the games were kind of spaced out over the course of about 8 days, actually. It was a week ago tonight that the tournament started with the first games, but due to all the inclement weather we had early in the week, it pushed things back, and now you find yourself playing 3 games in less than 24 hours, and which is just hard, and that's kind of how all the tournaments have been this year in high school basketball. This Lions broadcast, it is brought to you by our friends at the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. The Bank of Carbondale, they offer a variety of business and personal banking services, including checking accounts, online banking, and mobile banking. For more information, stop by the Carterville Banking Center or visit their website. Go to tboc.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. When we return, Scott and I are going to break down what we saw earlier today and get you set for this game here between the Carterville Lions and the host, West Frankfort Redbirds. It's Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
Providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. First Southern Bank, a Southern Illinois-owned bank where local people and local decisions help you with all your financial choices. Our mission at First Southern Bank is simple, to represent community banking at its best. If you're looking for local, personal service, visit them today at any of their 15 locations in Marion, Carbondale, Carterville, El Dorado, Creel Springs, Grand Tower, Carrier Mills, Murfreesboro, Royalton, and Heron. Or visit them on the web at firstsouthernbank.net. First Southern Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey, you know, people just cannot get enough of Polar Whip. Nestler's Polar Whip, Route 148 North in Energy, home of the famous Polar Whip hamburger. You can call ahead, and they'll have your order ready for you to pick up. That's number 988-9210. Remember that. We'll come back to that later. But they've got platters where you can save even more money. They've got hot dogs, barbecues. Did you know they've got the Chief, the Aztec, fried pickles, fried green beans, and tamales? Don't forget about tamales. Here's that number again, 988-9210. They'll have your order ready when you get there.
Welcome back to Max Morris Gymnasium. Steve McKenzie with Scott Hudson. Scott, this morning, Carterville Lions took on the Heron Tigers in what was supposed to be played on Monday night. And Carterville started off rough in the first half, fought their way back. They only scored 18 first half points. They were down 32-18, but they wound up making a game of it, down 7 at the end of 3, and then wind up getting beat by 9, 62-53.
Well, the first half has been the killer for Carterville in this tournament. You talked about the 18 points in the first half. Against Carroll, they didn't have 20 points at halftime. And you just dig yourself too big a hole against decent teams, especially when you're kind of offensively challenged anyway. And talking about the Carterville Lions, it really forces Carterville to have to give that extra effort just to get back in the game. Carterville's bench is not as deep as it was when the season started. But, you know, West Frankfort, Kevin Toney, their head coach, he pulled their starters at halftime. He had seen enough in the first half. He pulled his starters, put in a completely new starting 5 in the second half. So I don't know if there's going to be lineup changes there or not, but both these teams, their coaches, probably not real happy with the 4 quarters of basketball they played today.
Before I forget, Scott Hudson, let's say congratulations to the Carterville girls who won the Carbondale Midwinter Classic today, 50-42 over Carbondale. Janiah Thompson was selected tournament MVP for the Lions. She is fantastic And then Megan Barton also made the all-tourney team. Carterville 18-4 on the season. Second year in a row that they've won the Carbondale tournament, the Midwinter Classic, and congratulations to our Carterville Lions. We're going to go on and take another break. When we come back, we'll return. It's Carterville getting ready to take on West Frankfort at the Midwinter Classic here in West Frankfort on News Radio WJPF.
Residential or commercial, call Thad Ellett Plumbing in Carterville at 985-2021. Online at thadellettplumbing.com.
Tired of tame restaurants? Well, you'll go wild over the menu at Wild Hog. That's wild with a Y on Route 13 in Craneville in the Log Building. You know the one. Wildly appealing. You'll go wild over the lunch and dinner deliciousness, including mini smoked specialties. Bring the whole pack of friends and family. There's a kids menu and drink specials every day. Take the Wolf Creek Overpass for easy access. Your Carterville game ticket gets you 10% off the week following, Tuesdays through Sundays for lunch and dinner. On Facebook, WYLD Hog with a Y.
The Bank of Heron has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve play a key role in the business we do, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Heron. To find out more, stop in or visit bankofheron.com.
Welcome back to West Frankfort, where it's Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson. We're just moments away from the start of this game, Scott. And I wouldn't be surprised, I don't think, if Shane Hawkins was to shake up this starting lineup for the Carterville Lions.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. I think there are some players that deserve a little bit more playing time. Anderson, the freshman, comes to mind. I think he'll get some added minutes in this game. You know, a guy like Austin Garby who comes in off the bench, you might see him get more playing time as well. You try to look for the right mix, guys who are good starters and guys who are better off coming off the bench. And, you know, this is a team, West Frankfort, that Carterville has already beaten earlier this year. However, Carterville does not have their leading scorer from that game anymore, Luke Ford. So we'll see how that plays. Frankfort does have some size, but their guard play isn't always that good, so we'll see how this plays out.
The last time these two teams met was back on December 2nd, and it was a 60-49 win over West Frankfort. Luke Ford, as you mentioned, 22 points in the game, and he just had an outstanding game. But Carterville, they're going to have to do it. They need to come out early with some spark. They always seems like they been coming out a little flat. Don't score a lot of first-half points, but they need to turn that around. And be nice to see everything come together. See some shots fall, come out with a good, hard, strong effort from the get-go, and roll to win number 4 on the season.
I think the key for Carterville with this start out with a great on defense. You've got to be better on defense, and hopefully you can get over that 20-point mark at halftime.
We're going to take a break. When we return, we'll have the starting lineups as the Lions are preparing to take on the West Frankfort Redbirds at the Midwinter Classic here on News Radio WJPF.
Logan Primary Pharmacy and Carbondale Family Pharmacy, the Center for Medical Arts, are independent pharmacies owned by the Constitution. Friends has been here since 1966. is Jim with Aaron's Auto Center. Be the first to come in and tell me the final score of tonight's game, and I'll give you a free $18.99 oil change. Go Lions!
Welcome back to West Frankfort. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson, where we are preparing for the final game for the Carterville Lions in the MidWinter Classic here at West Frankfort for 2018 as we're taking on the host school, the West Frankfort Redbirds. Both teams come in with an 0-3 mark in the tournament, and both in desperate need of a win to kind of boost things as they head into play for next week.
Yeah, obviously both these teams did not play well in the first half of their games this morning. As I said, Kevin Toney changed up his lineup in the second half. For Carterville, they've just got to play better defense at the start. They've got to hit some of those open shots. You know, Justin Johnson, he almost feel sorry for him because he's logging so many minutes. He's playing he's just playing all the time, and you know he's got to be exhausted. But that's where you got to have somebody come in and help out. Maybe it's an Austin Garvey, maybe it's an Anderson, maybe it's a Valerius. Somebody needs to come in and help Justin offensively, and maybe Carterville can come away with a victory here.
We have a presentation of some type. It's hard for us to hear exactly what was going on, what was said here prior to the game as one of the West Frankfort players comes out to midcourt and receives a plaque from the athletic director here for the Redbirds. But
and both teams, I don't know, both teams are wearing their away uniforms.
I would think though that Frankfort would probably have the white jerseys on underneath that, I hope. Or maybe they're gray. They're
gray, but I guess maybe usually the home team wears white. Frankfort has their away uniforms on. Carterville has their away uniforms on.
Starting lineup for the Carterville Lions, of course, it's going to be the senior 6'3" senior guard, Justin Johnson. It's going to be Bryce Anderson getting the start for Shane Hawkins, the freshman. Dylan Valerius, number 3 at the guard. He's a senior. He is the number 2 guard. Looks like Dylan Moore. And will be Austin Garby getting the start here. So Shane Hawkins does shake up his starting lineup. It'll be Valerius, Justin Johnson, Bryce Anderson. I'm glad and kind of intrigued by that. Bryce Anderson, the freshman, getting the start. Came in the second half, winds up with 9 points this morning against Heron. Really kind of sparked this Lions team.
Well, Coach Hawkins is looking for any kind of spark he can find. It doesn't matter if it's a freshman or senior. I think he'd probably take an 8th grader if they were eligible to play at this point. But Anderson deserves this. I mean, he came into the game, and as I said this morning, he did not play like a freshman. He did not play like somebody that's intimidated by playing against older kids. I thought he did a good job, so Coach Hawkins has rewarded him for that.
Like Coach said during our post-game interview this morning, he missed the first month and a half of the season, and so it's taken a while for him to get to gain speed, but you could see that every possession down the floor there in that second half when he was on the floor, his confidence level was building. He took the ball to the rack, didn't shy away from contact, took the fouls, made his free throws. I was glad to see that, and it provided a spark that the Lions needed. Even though they didn't get the win, it did help get them closer to the Heron Tigers. The starting lineup for the West Frankfort Redbirds, it's going to be Kyle Hammers, number 23, the 6-foot junior. You have number 21, C.J. Johnson, the 6'4" junior. Also number 35, Keegan Thrash, the 6'5" senior forward. You have number 3, Lucas Wolf, the 5'9" senior. And they will also go with Keegan Thrash, the 6'5" senior. So it'll be Wolf, Hammers, Thrash, Crosland, and C.J. Johnson.
It'll be interesting to see if Anderson gets the call to guard Lucas Wolf. Both are about the same size. They're both quick. That'll be a fun battle to watch.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Preferred Realty, where they're happy to support the Carterville Lions. There is a reason we are preferred, and you can find out why. Located on West Plaza Drive in Carterville. As the Redbird cheerleaders do their hello cheer to the crowd, they are happy to have everybody here. We are as well, and don't forget you can watch the game if you head to YouTube. Just search Carterville Lions versus West Frankfort, and I think also put in MidWinter Classic. That'll get you right to it. Get the call on NewsRadio WJPF and the video as well. We do appreciate you listening. Both teams are on the floor. Carterville in their grays, blue road uniforms for the Carterville Lions as the Lions win the tip. And it's Dylan Valeris that brings it across midcourt. Just underway. As Carterville has it, they're moving right to left. Dylan Moore to Austin Garvey, who gets the start today. Justin Johnson toward the right wing. Left-hand dribble to the top to Dylan Valeris. Now to Bryce Anderson. Anderson kicks it over to Dylan Moore, who's wide open. His shot off the front of the iron. And the rebound comes off to Lucas Wolf of the Redbirds. Quickly into the front court. Keegan Thrash on the left side takes it to the low block, banks it high off the backboard, and Keegan Thrash is on the board. He's got 2. Frankfort leads it 2-0.
Yeah, with Thrash, Crosland, and Hammers, Johnson, they definitely have the size advantage on Carterville.
Dylan Moore takes it to the rack, misses the layup. Austin Garvey gets the rebound, has the ball stripped from him. It goes out of bounds, but it'll belong to the Carterville Lions.
Well, Moore faked out his defender, went straight to the hole, had nobody around him, and just didn't convert.
Too strong, yep. Valerius gets it into Johnson. Johnson's able to shoot, but it's blocked, and it's going to be a turnover on the Carterville Lions. Quickly, the other way. It is C.J. Johnson that pops from way outside. He's got 3. It's a 5-0 Frankfort lead. Lions in the front court. Dylan Moore, left wing to Johnson. Now they work it around to the right. Valerius to Bryce Anderson. The freshman getting the start in the game as well for Shane Hawkins. Justin Johnson on the left wing. Steps inside the three-point line, hits the floor. Austin Garvey kicks it over right side. Dylan Moore fires from 3 off the iron. No good, and the rebound comes off to Bradley Crosland for Frankfort. Into the front court. Hammers takes it, puts the shot up, and gets fouled. It's going to be on Dylan Moore.
Yeah, not the start Carterville was looking for. Already attempted 4 shots. Nothing yet has gone through.
Actually, they charged that foul to Bryce Anderson, as it is Hammers that's at the line. He makes the free throw. 6-0 with 6:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. Again, another cold start for the Carterville Lions as Hammers hits the second. 7-0. Carterville basketball. Valerius into the front court, steps out of bounds. His foot slipped. And 2 turnovers now on the Lions.
Not much you can say.
Nope.
I mean, we've seen this start in almost every game of this tournament.
Hammers steps across midcourt, the Frankfort Redbird logo. Get it near to the right side. That's Lucas Wolf. He's guarded by Valerius. Wolf with the left-hand dribble between the circles has his pass stolen by Justin Johnson. JJ takes it to the rack, has the ball slapped out of his hand, and they're going to call a foul on Lucas Wolf. It was a clean swipe at the basketball, it looked like, but Justin Johnson is going to be at the line shooting 2.
Yeah, Justin sold it very well, I
did.
thought. So he's going to go to the free throw line to try to get Carterville on the board. We've played almost 2 minutes. Carterville's still looking for their first points.
Down 7-0. Justin Johnson, the senior. First free throw is good. JJ averaging about 15 points a game this season. Second one from number 5 is on the way, and it is in and out. The rebound comes off to Keegan Thrash. Quickly into the front court. The Redbirds have it. They work it down toward the left pocket. That is Hammers. Hammers is guarded by Johnson. Nice defense. They get it down low, though, and they get it to C.J. Johnson, and he's able to bank that one home. His first bucket of the game. It's 9-1, an 8-point Redbird lead. Dylan Moore on the right wing. Dumps it over to Bryce Anderson to Justin Johnson on the left side. To Austin Garvey, and he takes a step, turns it over. 3 turnovers on the Lions.
Well, Johnson is going to be a matchup nightmare for Carterville because right now they had Dylan Moore on him who's coming out of the game. Dylan just doesn't have the height or the quickness to stay with him, and, already Carterville down by 8.
So it's West Frankfort basketball. Lucas Wolf takes it across the timeline, left side to Hammers. Now back to Wolf, and he gets it into the paint as they kick it into Crosland. He kicks it out, and then right side from about 12 feet. That is good for Keegan Thrash.
West Frankfort has hit all 4 shots from the field. Carterville 0 for 4 from the field.
1 point for the Lions. 5:04 in the first quarter. Johnson leaves it for Bryce Anderson. His shot is off the front of the iron. And it is Luke Stritzel who just checked in that gets the rebound. Carterville will reset. Dylan Valerius to Bryce Anderson on the left wing. Left-right dribble. Johnson on the left wing. He fakes the shot. Right-hand dribble. Gets it in to Stritzel. Stritzel from about 8. Turnaround jumper. Good.
That's a tough shot. He had to go up a much taller defender, but he got it to go.
Number 25 gets the first field goal for the Lions, and it comes at the 4:30 mark of this first quarter. Is a turnover on the Redbirds. And the Lions have the basketball. Quickly into the front court. Bryce Anderson right side. Now it's Austin Garby from 3, and it's no good. Lucas Wolf gets the rebound into the front court. Over toward the left side. That is Thrash. And from long distance, C.J. Johnson fires. No good. Bryce Anderson gets the rebound. Into the front court for the Lions. Slides. There is some problems with footing out there. It's been that way the whole tournament as Austin Garby loses the handle. Turnover on the Lions. The 4th. They take it into the front court. We have a whistle and a foul on Carterville.
Now, Carterville, you know, this one of the other problems Carterville's had this year. They just don't have a lot of good ball handlers. You've got 2, maybe 3. And so you're asking forwards and sometimes your big guys to handle the ball out front, and a lot of times that just doesn't end well.
Dylan Valerius is at the line, or charged with a foul. West Frankfort basketball. From the left wing, that is Johnson. It fires from 3. Justin Johnson pulls down the rebound. Gets it to Valerius. He's across midcourt. Right side, Luke Stritzel. Top of the key, Justin Johnson for 3 and out, no good. And Lucas Wolf gets another rebound. He takes it, nice cross-court pass to Hammers. Has the ball tipped away to C.J. Johnson. He dumps it down low to Crosland. His second bucket of the game. He's got 5. It is 13-3, a 10-point Redbird lead. Bryce Anderson to Austin Garby. That's Grant Garby in the game. Anderson fires from about 12, doesn't fall, and the rebound comes off to Johnson. Quickly into the front court, they get it to Thrash, and he's able to lay it home. They beat the Carterville D down the floor. It's a 12-point lead for the Redbirds. Shane Hawkins with his arms crossed, strolling in front of the the Lions bench. Johnson has it, gets it into Garby, leaves it for Bryce Anderson. Now Luke Stritzel fires from 3, doesn't hit anything. It's out of bounds. Another turnover on the Lions belongs to the Frankfort Redbirds.
Carterville 1 of 10 from the field. Down by 12. And it looks like it's going to be another long uphill battle for the Lions.
2:39 of the first quarter remaining. As Hammers takes it across the timeline. Makes his way toward the right side. Left-hand dribble. Nice D there by Bryce Anderson. They kick it over left side as Thrash takes it and turns it over. Third turnover on the Redbirds. Carterville brings it back the other way from the right to left on your radio dial. Dylan Valerius gets the right-hand layup. Nice move down the right side of that lane. It was wide open. 10-point lead, 15-5 Redbirds. Into the front court. Hammers takes it to the left elbow, kicks it out top to Thrash. He fires from 3, no good. Valerius gets the rebound, gets bumped, and we have a pushing foul. Believe it may go on Crosland. It is on Crosland, his first.
Valerius has been one of Carterville's better rebounders in this tournament, and he plays the point. I mean, that's just hustle, getting to the glass.
One thing about Dylan, he likes to get in there and mix it up, and has a good attitude for it. You got to kind of be a little mean going in and getting that basketball. And not that he's mean, but he gets in there and battles for it. As they work it to the right side, that is Dylan Valerius. Leaves it for Tyler Biddle. Now Justin Johnson from the left pocket off the back of the iron. No good. Valerius another rebound. Tyler Biddle from 3 and out. No good. And the Redbirds get the rebound. There goes Gaylor that's in the game. Cross-court passes off the hands of Josh Melvin, who just checked in. Turnover on the Redbirds, and it's going to belong to the Lions.
You see Connor Hawkins coming in. I think Coach Hawkins realizes I've got some guys that are shooting bricks in this game early. I've got to get somebody in there to give me some instant offense.
Going to give Dylan Valerius a breather with the 1:22 mark of the first quarter. Carterville down 10. Tyler Biddle on the left side. Now to Justin Johnson. Gives it to Grant Garby. Johnson gets it back. Steps into a 15-footer. Bounces in. Out no good. Rebound. Melvin. Redbirds take it the other way as Kyle Hammers, right-hand dribble between the circles, between the legs, drives down the paint, left-hand layup, no good, but he's fouled as he gets to the rack and is going to go to the line, shoot a couple of free throws. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years. Certified York dealer, and they service all brands. You can call 985-2502, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. Hammers at the line shooting free throws, makes the first. The foul on number 5, Justin Johnson. Hammers, the 6-foot junior, makes his second. He's got 4. 17-5, 12-point lead for the Redbirds. Bryce Anderson to Justin Johnson. He's guarded by Hammers. 48, 47, 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Gets it to Tyler Biddle. Top of the key now to Grant Garby. Grant Garby to Connor Hawkins, who just checked in. Bryce Anderson, the freshman, on toward the right side. He's guarded by Levante of West Frankfort. Gets it to Connor Hawkins. Hawkins, top of the key, needs some help, pulls up the dribble, gets it to Grant Garby. 20 seconds remaining in the first. Bryce Anderson at the point. Top of the key, loses the handle, gathers it back. 15, 14, 13. Here we go. Anderson dumps it over to Tyler Biddle, who fires from 3 off the iron. Bounces around twice. No good. Grant Garby with the rebound. 5, 4, 3. Gets it to Connor Hawkins for 3 off the iron. No good. And the putback is no good. 17-5 is the score at the end of 1. It's West Frankfort with the lead. You're listening to News Radio WJPF. Welcome back to West Frankfort, where it's 17-5 at the end of the first quarter. And it is all West Frankfort so far, Scott Hudson.
Yeah, 12% shooting from the field for Carterville, 66% for West Frankfort.
West Frankfort has the basketball to start play here in the second quarter, moving left to right here at Max Morris Gymnasium. With the left-hand dribble, get it into the paint. Nice backdoor pass to the cutting Levante. He gets on the board for the Redbirds. It's a 19-5 Redbird lead. Bryce Anderson has it for the Lions, gets it to Connor Hawkins. Hawkins with the left-hand dribble, pulls up his dribble, has to beat the double team and does, gets it to Tyler Biddle. Biddle, they're trying to get the double team, the trap out top as well. They get it to Bryce Anderson. Somebody's got to be open, but the pass is tipped out of bounds by Levante, and it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, Bryce Anderson got the ball in the wing, was looking for the cut underneath, which is what you want, but I would love to see Anderson just take that shot. If you're open, take the shot. There's a couple times he's passed that shot up today or tonight. Just go ahead and take it.
Just go on and drive the lane. Take the contact if you get it. Just go strong. Make up your mind and go. As Garby gets it to Anderson there, he takes it to the rack. Left-hand layup is no good, man. He does get fouled. Exactly what we're talking about, Bryce. His earpiece is working. He must have heard us.
Yeah, he got a head slap right in the forehead. His head snapped back. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Josh Melvin is charged with the foul, his first. Bryce Anderson at the line shooting a couple of free throws. Gets the shooter's touch. Bryce Anderson on the board. Carterville has 6 points. Second one from Anderson. Good. Turn it up now, Scott. 19-7. West Frankfort. They'll turn it up. They'll crank it up. That's been what they've been doing here the last few games. Is Gaylor has it, gets it down to Hammers. Hammers brings it around top to Levante, leaves it for Gaylor. He shoots from about 15, and that's good. Gavin Gallor with the buckets. 21-7, the 14-point lead. Wide open on the left side. Dylan Moore way short. Wasn't even touched, I don't believe. And it goes the other way as it is Levante into the front court. Gets it down low. Pass is tipped, but it's picked up by Hammers. He puts the shot up. There's a stack of bodies on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of the Redbird players is on the floor. Dylan Moore takes it to the rack, and they're going to call him for the charge.
It's just chaotic, I guess, is the best word to use right now, at least in the last 2 possessions.
Multiple substitutions for the Redbirds as it is Wolf coming in, Brendan Russell coming in. Dylan Moore checks out for the Lions. Goes to the bench. Somebody else did. Austin or Grant Garby, I believe. So it's Connor Hawkins in the game. Tyler Biddle's in. Bryce Anderson. Austin Garby and Dylan Valerius. They get the ball. West Frankfort has it. Top of the key, Levante. Left side to Josh Melvin. They get it to Wolf. Wolf leaves it down low to Melvin. He puts up the shot way over the top. Valerius gets the rebound and brings it across midcourt. Again, they get the trap. Nice pass to Bryce Anderson. He gets trapped. Ball's on the floor. Turnover on the Lions. Heading the other way, Lucas Wolf leaves it for Levante. His left-hand runner is good. West Frankfort quickly down the floor. They're putting the hammer on the Lions here in the second quarter. 23-7, 5.5 left here in the first half. Carterville in the road blue uniforms. Bryce Anderson into the paint, leaves it for Grant Garby rather. They work it back out top to Anderson. He gets it down low, and it is Connor Henderson that is fouled by Cole Levante. It's going to be the Lions' ball on the end.
Yeah, Carterville's had, again, some good looks. I mean, they've shot an air ball and a 3. They've shot 10-footer short.
Tyler Biddle's shot is off the front of the arm. Valerius gets it, kicks it out to Bryce Anderson. They'll reset. Right side, Connor Henderson, right wing. Tyler Biddle, top of the key. He's guarded by Levante. Right-hand dribble toward the right side. That is Valerius, and he travels as he made a little hop step when he pulled up the dribble. Another turnover on the Lions belongs to the Redbirds.
Carterville's hit 1 out of their last 12 shots from the field.
Lucas Wolf, the 5'9" senior, steps across midcourt. Carterville tries to get the trap up top. They get it wide open to C.J. Johnson. Fires from 3, no good. Rebound Russell. Ball out of bounds off of the Lions. This Lions broadcast brought to you by the City of Carterville, Mayor Brad Robinson, and the entire City of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of your Carterville Lions sports. Once again, congratulations to the Carterville girls. They won the Carbondale MidWinter Classic. Janiah Thompson, the tournament MVP. Megan Barrett makes the Megan Barnett. Where's my cheat sheet? It's Megan Barrett. Barton. Megan Barton is on the.
You had the B right.
Megan Barton, she is on the all-tourney team. Girls are rolling. They're 18-4 on the season. And Matt Crane, he's very proud of the ladies. I went over and watched them play last night as Valerius puts up the shot, no good, off balance. The rebound comes off to C.J. Johnson. He's on the run, one man back, gets it to Lucas Wolf. He's fouled as he takes it to the hole and will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
Carterville has played not great defense, but good enough to stay in this game, but offensively, it has just been a nightmare.
Just can't do anything, can't get anything going.
2 out of 19 in this first half.
Wolf's free throw is good. Coming up in about 4.5 minutes, we'll have the Wild Hog halftime show. Scott and I will break this first half down. Second one from Wolf. Swish. 25-7, West Frankfort firmly in control of the game. .420 on the clock. Anderson into the front court. Dylan Valerius dribbles it off his foot, gathers it up, gets it to Tyler Biddle. Biddle, right-hand dribble, top of the key. Left side, left wing, Valerius. Left-hand dribble, right-hand dribble. Gets it in the paint to Henderson and then fires it out to Tyler Biddle, who buries a three from the left wing. Tyler's on the board. It's a 15-point lead. Frankfort just hasn't put it away yet. As the Wolf fires from three, long distance, dials it up. He's got 5. That was about a 24-footer for Lucas Wolf. Quickly into the front court, Tyler Biddle to Garby. Stutter step, gives it to Anderson. Anderson from the top of the key, off the back of the iron. It is Crosland that gets the rebound. Outlet to Wolf. He takes it, left-hand layup. Good.
They get it and go. And Shane Hawkins has seen more than enough.
Full timeout called by Shane Hawkins and the Carterville Lions. It is a 20-point lead, 3:24 left in the first half. Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Welcome back to West Frankfort. It's Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson, where we are 3.5 minutes away from halftime. On a Saturday afternoon, Carterville Lions taking on the host Frankfort Redbirds here at Max Morris Gymnasium. It's a 20-point Redbird lead, 30-10. Carterville with the basketball. Shane Hawkins coming out of the timeout, needed to talk to his team, settle them down a little bit. As Anderson has it, Frankfort tries to get the trap out top. Connor Henderson to Tyler Biddle down in the left pocket. Now back to Henderson. Henderson to Garby. Bryce Anderson has it on the right wing. Top of the key to Valerius, and that is Garby once again to Henderson. Now right side, Valerius. Valerius gets it down low. Nice pass to Grant Garby. They work it inside. That's a good game plan right there. They've been doing well with that in the tournament. They just haven't done it a lot here today.
Yeah, they're going to have to do more of it to get back into this ball game.
18-point lead to C.J. Johnson, takes it in the paint, kicks it out to Wolf. He gets shoots from three and gets fouled and will go to the line. And that's Brendan Russell, and he's going to go to the line and get 3 free throws.
And his three-point attempt was an air ball over
the top of the rim.
Over the top of the rim, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 3.
Dylan Valerius' second foul of the half as Russell gets the first one to go. Second one is on the way. It's short off the front of the iron. Justin Johnson checks in. He replaces Tyler Biddle. (31-12), 2:38 left here in the half. Our Wild Hog halftime show is coming up as Russell gets the second one to fall. He's got 2 in the game, 2:37, 20-point lead for the Redbirds. As they try to get the trap on the Lions, Valerius gets the ball to Anderson, kicks it left side to Justin Johnson. He takes it to the rack, a slap from behind, no foul called. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Lions.
Well, so as we have said before, 99.9% of the time they'll call it a foul. Well, that was the 0.1% they don't.
Justin Johnson gets the inbounds pass, puts up a shot. It's blocked. C.J. Johnson comes out with it, and then it's a foul. on the Lions, and I believe it's on Justin Johnson, his second of the game. And that is the 7th, that may be the 8th team foul.
Yeah, Justin is frustrated, and you have to feel
Rightfully so.
Yeah, you have to feel for him. He is not getting any help whatsoever offensively. He cannot be the guy that has to score 20 to 25 a game for you to win. He is getting absolutely no help offensively, and he's just frustrated.
C.J. Johnson at the line as he makes the free throw. 33-12, that's a 21-point lead. Wholesale changes for West Frankfort. As Crosland takes a seat. Thrash takes a seat. C.J. Johnson will take a seat after if he makes this free throw. Second one is on the way. It's good. He's got 4 in the game. 34-12, 22-point lead. Carterville has the basketball, 2:15 remaining in the half. Justin Johnson to Connor Henderson. Johnson sets the pick. Henderson goes around, gets it to Anderson. Anderson to Johnson from about 8 feet and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Josh Melvin. And quickly the Redbirds the other way as they get it into Russell. He puts the shot up, no good. And it's Valerius. Stevie gets the rebound quickly to Justin Johnson, left wing. Backs it up. Gets it to Henderson. Henderson down low. Grant Garvey, turnaround jumper off the front of the iron. Valerius battles for the board again. He has it on the left elbow. Leaves it for Bryce Anderson. His shot is short. Valerius another rebound. Puts the shot up and fouled and is going to go to the line. Once again, Dylan Valerius working his tail off getting the rebounds for the Lions. He's the only one crashing the boards, it seems like.
Valerius has 7 rebounds in this first half. 4 of those are offensive rebounds. But yet they cannot get those offensive Putbacks.
No, they can't, and his free throw is off the front of the iron. We're frustrated as announcers. Can you imagine what it's like in that locker room?
Is there a net below us? I'm just wondering.
Second one is on the way, and it falls for Dylan. He's got 3. 21-point lead. Frankfort with the ball, 1:30 on the first half clock. Levante, left-hand dribble across the top. Gets it to Gaylor. Shot from about 18 is good by Jacob Russell. His first bucket of the game, 36-13. 23-point lead. Nice pass down low. Justin Johnson turnaround lays it in. 36-15. Frankfort quickly into the front court. That is Russell. Top of the key to Levante, drives down the left side, dumps it down off the hands. It is controlled by Russell, and we have a whistle and a foul, and that's going to be on Connor Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson, a silly foul out beyond the three-point arc. I don't believe the West Frankfort player, Russell, was going to do anything with it, but he gets to go to the free throw line now because they're in the bonus.
Valerius checks out. Connor Hawkins checks in. Russell's free throw is good. .53 seconds on the clock. Second one from Jacob Russell, the senior, is good. He's got 4. 23-point lead, 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Bryce Anderson loses the handle. Oh, there's a foul that is called on Galler.
And you'd have to go back, Dave, and look at the box scores. This might be the 4th straight game in this tournament that Carterville has not scored 20 points in the first half.
Oh, look at that here at the half. Carterville has it. Connor Hawkins, number 20, to Henderson. Gets it to Austin Garvey on the elbow. Now they kick it out. The pass is tipped out of bounds. It's a nice hustle play by Cole Levante. Slaps it out of bounds right at the Frankfort bench. It's going to belong to the Lions, 32 seconds remaining. Johnson's going to trigger. Next to the scorer's table, throws it in the backcourt, and Bryce Anderson tracks it down. Steps across midcourt. Lions have numbers. Garvey to Anderson. Back to full strength. There's hockey terminology for you, buddy. 22 seconds. Go Blues tonight,
That's
by the way.
right.
Johnson kicks it over right side. Austin Garby. He has it. Left-hand dribble to Bryce Anderson, to Justin Johnson, right side. In the paint, kicks it out for Anderson. His shot is blocked by Gaylor. Off the other way, gets it to Russell. Down on the right side. 3, 2, 1, long-range shot hits nothing. That's going to end the first half. It is 38. Carterville scored 15 first half points. Wild Hog halftime show next. News Radio WJPF. Hey, Brian, shoot me a text. Do we sound okay? Because I'm just getting chatter. Brian, shoot me a text if we sound okay on your end. I'm just getting chatter on the feed. I can barely hear anything, but I'm not seeing any text, so I'm assuming we're okay. As a matter of fact, Brian, I am going to I'm going to shut this off for a second and kick it back on. Keep the commercials till I come back to you. Back at West Frankfort, it's Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson where we're at the half, 38-15. The Redbirds with the lead. As we have another presentation taking place here. Max Morris Gymnasium. Gentlemen stepping out, and again, didn't hear what was being said, but the crowd is on their feet.
I think it's for his service to West Frankfort High School athletics, the number of years he's been here, and I think he's a volunteer, so congratulations to him. You know, volunteers are invaluable to any program, any business, but that's a nice touch to this tournament.
Frankfort, they always are real good at this tournament and doing their presentations, and always a big part of the games here, the home games for the West Frankfort Redbirds. We're at the half. It's 38-15. Wish we had good news for you, but it's all Redbirds as and once again, Carterville cannot hit the 20 mark on the scoreboard at the half, and actually 5 games. 5 games, the last 5 games, Scott, Carterville has not managed to get to 20 points at the half.
That's just, I mean, that's incredible. You know, you're not going to win any games when you cannot get to 20 points in the first half. Carterville in this first half shot 17% from the field, 5 of 28 from the field. West Frankfort shot 57% from the field in that first half. Turnovers, I've got Carterville with 6, West Frankfort with 5. Rebounding, 17 for West Frankfort, 13 for Carterville. West Frankfort was led in rebounding by Melvin and Johnson, both with 4. Valerius led Carterville. He had 7.
When you look at the scoring for the Redbirds, they are led by Keegan Thrash that has 6 points in the game, and they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players that get in the books with points in that first half. Levante has 4. Wolf has 2. You have Jacob Russell that's got 4. C.J. Johnson 4. Kyle Hammers 4. Gaylor has 2. As we mentioned, Thrash has 6. And Crosland has 5. When you look at the scoring for the Lions, it's Valerius with 3. Johnson 3. Bryce Anderson has 2. The freshman. Tyler Biddle hit a big 3. Luke Stritzel has 2. And Grant Garby has 2. 15 points as opposed to 38 for the Frankfort Redbirds. We're going to go on and take another break. It's our Wild Hog halftime show. The Wild Hog, located right there on Route 13 in Carterville, Craneville. Stop by the Carterville location, the post-game location for Carterville Lions Sports. It is a great place. You can take your family. They have fantastic food. Always have specials on food and on your beverages. And if you like watching sports, Bob has all sorts of memorabilia hanging around. And as a matter of fact, last week got some new Chicago Bears stuff in, which was kind of cool. But step in there, enjoy yourself at the Wild Hog. It's wild with a Y right there on Route 13 in Carterville. The Wild Hog, your Carterville Lions post-game location. Show them your logo from Carterville Lions Sports. They'll give you 10% off of your bill. That's at the Wild Hog. Wild with a Y. When we return, we'll continue on our halftime show here on News Radio WJPF. Brian, you need to text me whatever you're saying. I cannot understand one single word of that. Like I said, I'm getting a bunch of chatter on the feedback. I don't know. I'm hoping that our side of it is clear, because on the other side, I'm not getting anything, and I'm just timing out breaks right now at this point. One more time, I'm going to say, Brian, please text me whatever you're saying. All I can hear is, so that's it. Text me, please. Back at West Frankfort, it's Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson, where we're at the half, 38-15. And once again, we want to say congratulations. Very proud of Matt Crane and the Lady Lions as they won the MidWinter Classic in Carbondale. Scott, if you get a chance, fans, come out and take a look at these ladies. They are fantastic. And I was watching last night, and I was trying to think of a word to describe the defense for the Lady Lions, and it is meticulous. They will press you, get in your face. They deny every pass, and it is key to them because the Lions like to get out and run, and all 5 of their starters, or actually they can go 8-10 deep on the bench. They want to get out on that point and force the ball down your throat, and they wind up winning the tournament today, knock off Carbondale, second year in a row that the Lady Lions have won that tournament, and 18-4 now on the season.
And they're beating bigger teams, bigger schools, Mount Vernon, Carbondale. That's when you know you've got a pretty good squad, when you can beat the bigger schools. And I know that I'm assuming that Carterville girls are 3A as well, just like the boys are 3A. But even though they've been bumped up, they're still playing bigger schools that have more kids to choose from. So Matt Crane and his squad, a very, very good tournament, and 18 wins on the season and still going.
38-15, that's where we stand at the half. Looking forward to the Carterville Lions comeback. That's how they've played it the last 3-4 games, where they'll come back in the second half and put pressure on the defense. We'll see if it happens here. We'll return as our Wild Hog halftime show continues on News Radio WJPF. Welcome back to Max Morris Gymnasium on a Saturday evening where we're at the half, 38-15. Carterville has some work to do in the second half, as it was all West Frankfort. You know, it was West Frankfort, one of the 3 wins that Carterville has this season, 60-49 over West Frankfort. That was back in early December, so Carterville is going to have to work Scott Hudson to get back in this game as the Redbirds make their way back on the floor.
Well, I think one of the big things that's really disappointing to me in the earlier game today and this one, you go back to the first game against Heron. Heron literally had played 12 hours earlier, and Carterville had an extra day and a half of rest, and Heron came out looking like the fresher team. Same thing here tonight. West Frankfort had to play later than Carterville did today, yet they came out with all the gumption. They came out and played hard, and Carterville just looked like they were in quicksand, and you cannot score less than 20 points in the first half and expect to win many games.
We're going to take another break, our final break of the half. We'll return in 60 seconds for second half action on News Radio WJPF. I know it should be a 90, Brian, but need to make it 60. Actually need to make it 30, apparently. Welcome back. Both teams are on the floor. They are ready to go. Second half action here at the MidWinter Classic. It's Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson as the fans are starting to fill in here as it's the championship round this evening. 4:30, it was our start time. I think, let's see here, 5, what was the time? 4:30, 6 o'clock, 7:30, and then 9 o'clock will be the championship game tonight between El Dorado and Cairo, which should be a dandy ball game as Carterville's able to get on the board.
Justin Johnson on the baseline.
Drives the left side, puts it up 38-17. Frankfort with the basketball. It's C.J. Johnson gets it in to Crosland. Crosland puts the ball on the floor, turns it over, gets it back. Carterville gets it back, and that's a turnover on West Frankfort. Quickly the other way, Bryce Anderson, top of the key to Justin Johnson. Right side, Dylan Valerius. Dylan kicks it over to Bryce Anderson, left wing. Right-hand dribble across the free throw line. Carterville moving left to right here on the floor. They get the ball down low to Johnson. His pass is tipped away. That's a turnover on Carterville. Quickly the other way. Outlet pass to C.J. Johnson. Down low to Crosland. Turned over again. That's 2 possessions in a row. Frankfurt's turned it over. That's what Carterville needs, force those turnovers. Dylan Valerius, his shot off the left side of the rim. Anderson jumps in there and gets the rebound. As it is Anderson that gets fouled by Crosland. That's a matchup difference right there. Crosland's a big boy. Anderson not very big, but Crosland gets charged with the foul.
Well, I'd like to see Anderson take it to the next level. What I mean by that is when he's open on the outside, take that shot. Don't be afraid to take a shot when you're open on the outside.
Carterville has the ball as they get it to Bryce Anderson, right side. Now it's Valerius and Johnson toward the left wing. Dribbles with the left hand, left down low on the left side, gets it to Garby. Johnson takes it at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper is good. He's got 7 in the game, 38-19. Frankfort with the lead. The pass into Crosland. There's a foul on the entry pass. It's going to be on Carterville's Grant Garby, or Grant Garby rather. Yep. It's going to belong to West Frankfort on the side. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the City of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson and the entire City of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters of Lions sports. C.J. Johnson has it in the paint, shuffled his feet, turned it over. Is that 3 straight possessions with a turnover?
Now they haven't attempted a shot in this second half. Carterville still down 38-19.
They've scored 4 points, though, and they only had 15 at the half. Anderson has it, takes it across the timeline, behind the back, trying to shake the defender. That's Wolf. Works it left side, Dylan Valerius. Again, they're trying to get the ball in the paint to Garby, because that seems like that's where everything is triggered for the Lions. The ball is on the floor. We have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Connor Henderson as he dove for the ball, knocked the Redbird C.J. Johnson to the floor. That's going to be the second on Connor Henderson. And Frankfort has the basketball. Into the front court. Hammers gets it in. It's out of bounds off of Justin Johnson on the baseline. It'll belong to the Redbirds.
Just try to win every possession if you're the Lions.
Ball's being triggered just below us. They get it into Hammers. He hands it off to Johnson. Johnson kick out to Wolf, who's going to fire from three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound on the floor. And Grant Garby gets it and gets it to DV Dylan Valerius. Takes it across midcourt, right side, Justin Johnson on the right wing. Nice pass down low to Connor Henderson. Battles, left-hand hook, no good. Ball's tipped around. Henderson gets it out top to Anderson. To Johnson, right side. Connor Henderson fires from three. That's short. And it is Crosland that gets the rebound. Carterville forces another turnover on West Frankfort, as it is Connor Henderson with the left-hand layup. He's finally on the board. It's a 17-point game. Frankfort with the basketball. As it is Hammers, brings it with the left-hand dribble toward the left wing. He's guarded by Anderson. Takes it down deep in the left side. Stops, pulls up his dribble, gets it to Johnson. Johnson from about 18 off the iron. Justin Johnson gets the rebound. He takes it across midcourt, drives it, kick out pass. Bryce Anderson for three and out, no good. Ball's tipped around. Garby with the rebound. His shot is blocked, and the rebound picked up by Keegan Thrash. Quickly in the front court, gets it to Wolf. Wolf drives, leaves it for Crosland. From 12, no good. Justin Johnson gets the rebound. Back and forth we go. 4:13 on the clock. Carterville down 38-21. Right wing. That is Bryce Anderson. From about 12, floats it up. No good. And Wolf gets the rebound. Quickly into the front court. He brings it left, right dribble. Leaves it for C.J. Johnson. Shake and bake in the lane and lays it home. Their first bucket of the second half. It's 40-21.
Yeah, they had gone 0 for 3 from the field with 4 turnovers.
Carterville's basketball. Dylan Valerius to Bryce Anderson, the freshman in the game, gets the start here in this contest as he drives down the left side. His shot is blocked. It goes out of bounds, and it will belong to the Lions. Austin Garby checks in. He's going to relieve his brother, Grant Garby. Nice minutes from Grant to start the second half. 19-point lead, 3:38. Valerius is going to trigger the inbounds. Gets it to Austin Garby, beating the 5-second count. Now to Valerius. He brings the dribble out top. Back left side, Valerius. Austin Garby, rather, drives the baseline and kicks it out to Bryce Anderson. He steps into his defender, leaves it for Garby. Right side to Henderson. He fires from about 18 feet. Connor Henderson, just like last night, he got hot in the second half. He's got 4. And Carterville's down 40-23 with 3:12 left. Wide open. Wolf fires from 3. Good. Man, he's money.
He's very good with that shot, and that's another difference between these two teams. West Frankfort has better shooters overall than Carterville does.
Bryce Anderson got trapped and did the right thing, stepped through the 2 defenders. It's Austin Garby, takes it into the paint, leaves it for Henderson. Hindu, cross-court pass to Valerius. He floats one from about 10, no good. Rebound and a foul on the Carterville Lions.
Now
they're going to say out of bounds.
Yeah, out of bounds off of West Frankfort.
So it's going to belong to Carterville. Valerius triggers. His pass is tipped away. It's on the floor. We have a battle. Garby gets it, and we have a jump ball. And the possession arrow belongs to West Frankfort.
Carterville had 5 field goals in the first half. They already have 4 here in the third quarter. It's amazing how over the last 5 games, as you pointed out, Dave, Carterville has not scored 20 points in the first half of any of those games.
But they already have 8 here in the first 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes of the third quarter. As Frankfort gets it into the front courts. That is Gaylor over right side to Levante. Levante's guarded by Valerius. Now Wolf has it. Another turnover on West Frankfort. Connor Henderson took it the length of the floor. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Preferred Realty, where they're happy to support the Lions. There is a reason that we are preferred. You can find out why. Just stop by the office on West Plaza Drive in Carterville. Anderson triggers to Johnson on the right wing. Gets it into the paint. Garby battles, throws it up. Gets the bucket and the foul. And is going to go to the line and shoot the and one. That is Austin Garby.
Yep, a little bit off balance, but he drew the contact and he got it to go in off the glass.
C.J. Johnson checks back in for West Frankfort, replacing Keegan Thrash. Wolf is going to take a bench, and Russell checks in. The foul was on number 51. That is Josh Melvin. That is his second of the game. 43-25, Austin Garby's free throw's on the way, and it's good as he completes the three-point play. Frankfort basketball. Dylan Moore's checked in for the Lions. Pass comes out top to Levante. He's guarded by Dylan Valerius. Brings it left side, C.J. Johnson. Right-hand dribble behind the back, leaves it, throws it out of bounds. Another turnover. I've got him for 6.5.
Yeah, they got 6 turnovers in this half. They've scored 5 points.
So Carterville, chance to keep digging into this lead. See if they can get it broke down as Garby has the ball in the paint. Out top, Bryce Anderson's going to fire from 3 off the iron, no good. Frankfort gets the rebound as Russell gets pushed from behind. And we have a foul on the Lions. 21, Austin Garby, his first foul. West Frankfort basketball. As they work it in to Brendan Russell. He's guarded by Bryce Anderson. I don't know that Anderson's come off the floor in this game, has he?
I don't know that he has.
I don't think so. Russell gets it to Levante. The ball goes off the foot of Justin Johnson. It's going to belong to the West Frankfort Redbirds. 1.5 minutes to go here in the third, 90 seconds. Inbounds pass comes out top. C.J. Johnson puts the shot up. No good. Oh, that was a carry. Levante puts the shot up. No good. Johnson, his shot is blocked. Back out top. Russell has it. Right side. That is Levante. Fires from 3, and it's good. 4 opportunities there to score on that one possession. Carterville gets it in to Dylan Moore. Justin Johnson now takes control with 61 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Turnover as Johnson has his pocket pick. We go the other way, and it is Hammer, or Gaylor rather, that double dribbles. That's a turnover on West Frankfort. It's going back the other way, Carterville's way.
Now 7 turnovers for West Frankfort, 4 for Carterville here in the third. Carterville still down by 20.
So it is Dylan Valerius, left-hand dribble. He's picked up defensively by Gaylor. Backs it in, gets it to Justin Johnson. Johnson between the circles. Right side, Austin Garby has it, 45 seconds. Dylan Moore out top. Guarded by Levante. Needs to move. Gets it to Austin Garby now between the circles. Top of the key, left side, Dylan Valerius. 34, 33, 32 seconds remaining in the third. 46-26, 20-point lead. Justin Johnson's shot is partially blocked. Valerius gets the rebound and put back. He's got 5. Carterville's within 18, 20 seconds remaining. Into the front court. The pass gets down to Russell. He lobs it for C.J. Johnson. The shot's no good. Out of bounds. They're going to say it belongs to the Redbirds.
Yeah, I think it went off of Garby's foot to go out of bounds.
13.3 seconds on the clock. There's Bryce Anderson checking out. Going over, gets a hand slap from Coach Shane Hawkins. Tyler Biddle on the floor for the Lions. Inbounds pass goes out top to Levante. Cole Levante hands it to C.J. Johnson. Johnson, left-right dribble, loses the handle in the backcourt. That's a backcourt violation. That's number 8, turnover-wise on the Redbirds. Carterville can get the shot here at the end of 3.
Well, if they could get a big 3 here, that'd give them a lot of momentum going into the fourth.
And Hawkeye Hawkins checks into the game. Should it be Hawkeye or should it be Deadeye Hawkins?
Either one works for me.
Valerius in the backcourt. 3, 2, 1. Needs to get the shot. Does, and it doesn't fall. That's how we end the third quarter. It is 46-26. 28. That is an 18-point Redbird lead. Fourth quarter action is next on News Radio WJPF. $60 here, Brian, 60. Still can't hear anything much from you. It's just chatter. Welcome back to West Frankfort. It's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson, where we're heading to the fourth quarter. 46-28, the 18-point lead for the Redbirds.
Carterville shot 35% in that third quarter, 33% for West Frankfort.
As we have an over and back on the Carterville Lions, a turnover, and it's going to belong to the Redbirds.
I hope Shane Hawkins sleeps well tonight.
It's frustrating for us, and
you can only imagine what it's like for him.
For him, even for the players,
right.
You know, it's just, I don't know. You just get to the point where you don't know what to say. Keep playing hard. Hopefully it breaks as Frankfort misses the shot. Nice pass down low to Dylan Moore as Carterville gets out back and beats the defense of West Frankfort. 46-30, a 16-point lead. You can see Carterville's really picked up the intensity now on the defensive end. They're going to pressure every pass as their man-to-man spin move by C.J. Johnson shoots, gets the foul, and will go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
You know, this script is played out over the 4 games in this tournament. Carterville falls behind early, doesn't score 20 points in the first half, and then they make a nice run. But it's almost to the point where Carterville just doesn't have enough experience coming off the bench and enough scores to make the comeback complete. It's just they fall a little short in the second half.
Well, and they'll make a run and get within 12, 10, and then Frankfort will get the opponent will get a run as well. C.J. Johnson made both of his free throws. Carterville has it in the front court. Tyler Biddle takes it to the low block, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Cole Levante of West Frankfort. Into the front court with a left-hand dribble. He's guarded by Tyler Biddle, backs it up between the legs. Now he works back between the circles. 6:57 on the clock. Right side to Russell. They get it down to Gaylor, and now it is up top to C.J. Johnson, who fires from 3. Nice for C.J. Johnson. He's got 11. Back to a 21-point lead. Justin Johnson gets the right-hand layup. He's got 9, and he gets fouled. Will go to the line and shoot the and 1.
West Frankfort has 5 threes in this game. 3 of those coming here in the second half. Carterville still the only 3 that they have came in the second quarter.
Josh Melvin charged with the foul. Justin Johnson will go and try and reap the reward of the and 1 after making the bucket. Tyler Biddle checks out. Bryce Anderson checking in. Austin Garby checks in. Actually, that's Grant, I believe. So on the floor, Valerius, Anderson, Moore, Garby, and JJ's at the line shooting the and 1 and converts it. 10 now for JJ. Frankfort, the length of the floor to go, 6:38. We have a whistle and a foul. It's on Dylan Valerius, his 4th here in the game, and it comes at the 6:37 mark. Don't forget to join us on our Wild Hog postgame show, and we have to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. C.J. Johnson into the front court. Fires from the top of the key, off the iron, no good. Rebound to Grant Garby. Dishes off to Justin Johnson. Johnson quickly into the front court. Leaves it for Anderson, top of the key to Garby. Garby drives the right side, right-hand layup, rolls and circles around. It's good.
Nice, strong move by Garby from the top of the key down to the glass.
Take it to the rack with authority, just like that. Make him defend it. Right side, that is Thrash has it. Gets it down low to Crosland. Crosland, turnaround, left-hand layup. Turnaround is good by Crosland. 7 for Crosland. 53-35, 18-point lead. Dylan Moore from about 15 is good. Timeout taken by the Carterville Lions. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break as well. 53-17 at the MidWinter Classic on NewsRadio WJPF. Welcome back to West Frankfort. Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson, 53-37, 5:45 on the clock here in the contest at the MidWinter Classic at Max Morris Gymnasium. Carterville gets the trap on Wolf, but he's able to break it. The ball goes, it's tipped to the out of bounds, but it's saved by Garby to Dylan Moore. Quickly to Justin Johnson from the right elbow. Shot's good. Justin Johnson. He has 12, 53-39.
Carterville's hit their last 4 shots from the field and 5 of their last 6.
Lions find success in desperation as C.J. Johnson finally gets across the timeline. Wolf takes it, dumps it over to the left side where he finds Hammers. Hammers to Wolf, left-hand dribble, right-hand dribble between the legs, beats his man Bryce Anderson, and the left-hand layup just eases it home. 12 for Wolf, 4:54 remaining, 55-39, Redbird lead.
Yeah, Anderson had no defensive help. Once Wolf beat him, nobody was there to stop him.
Dylan Moore to Justin Johnson, top of the key. Left-hand dribble, wide open. Bryce Anderson passes up the shot, works it right side. Dylan Moore, now Grant Garby. He kicks it over to Dylan Moore, stutter steps into the paint, floater, up and good for Dylan Moore. Dylan Moore has been way more effective when he's driven the lane and tried to get the layup than he has on the outside.
Yeah, he has no confidence right now shooting that 3.
And I'm okay with him taking it in the paint because
Yeah.
he has a nice move once he gets in there. 55-41, a 14-point lead. The ball is off the hands of Grant Garby. Could have forced the turnover there, but it's going to belong to the Redbirds.
That's just a bad break. Garby got his big hand in there, knocked the ball away, went to pick it up, and just went off his leg.
Johnson triggers to Hammers, gives it back to Johnson, left wing, right-hand dribble. Floats around toward the top from 3, fires off the iron, no good. Battle for Crosland gets it. No, it just kind of set there, but it finally falls in the rim, and it's good. Crosland gets the point, and Carterville turns it over. Here come the Redbirds. Passes, we have a charging foul on C.J. Johnson. He ran over the top of the Carterville defender.
Anderson. The littlest man on the floor took the charge.
Nice job by Anderson as he wipes the sweat off his brow. Says, whew.
Man,
woo!
He's checking his limbs, making sure he has 5 fingers, both arms.
Get the license on that truck.
That'll get you more playing time.
How about a 16-point lead now? 3:45 remaining. Anderson, he's okay. He takes the ball across midcourt. Matched up against Wolf, left-hand dribble, leaves it for Johnson. He's wide open for 3. Good, Justin Johnson. 15 for JJ. How about a 13-point lead for the Redbirds? Are they feeling the pressure? Carterville's kind of tightening the clamp on them right now as they get it into the front court. Thrash leaves it for Johnson. Now to Hammers. Hammers backs it up with the right-hand dribble. Left-right dribble, fakes out JJ. Backs it up again. C.J. Johnson. Johnson and Johnson out there. Justin Johnson got his hand off it, asked for the pushing foul as Hammers put the elbow into him. They work it over to the right side. That's Thrash. He's guarded by Valerius. Now to Wolf, picked up by Anderson defensively. Toward the left side, 2:57 on the clock. West Frankfort showing some patience here on the possession. They want to run the clock. Dylan Valerius gets the steal. Another turnover. He's going to take it to the hole. He thought he was going to get fouled. It's out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Redbirds.
Yeah, he just good defensive play by West Frankfort. Well, that was one that Carterville really needed. That could have pulled him within 11 with plenty of time to play.
As it is Hammers with the basketball. 2:35 remaining. 13-point lead. Carterville down 57-44. Wolf has it out top, guarded by Anderson. Gets it to Crosland, back to Wolf. Anderson steps in defensively. Now Wolf, the right-hand dribble across the Redbird logo at midcourt. Gives it to Hammers. Hammers the left-hand dribble. Anderson picks him up defensively now. Hammers to Wolf. They switch out top defensively. Now they get it to C.J. Johnson. 2 minutes remaining. 57-44, 13-point lead. Hammers, guarded by Luke Stritzel, who's into the game now. Drives down the lane, gets the right-hand layup. Nice job showing some patience. And C.J. Johnson has 13 in the game.
And they ran almost 2 minutes off the clock.
Bryce Anderson kicks it over right side. Luke Stritzel fakes the three. Gets it to Justin Johnson. He takes it down the line. Puts it up from the right block. Gets the bucket. And the foul will go to the line and shoot the and one. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years. They are a certified York dealer and they service all brands. Call 985-2502. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com.
Well, if you're looking for a positive,
all right, let's look at the positive.
Carterville shooting 80% from the field in the fourth quarter.
How about that? 59-46, a 13-point lead. He can cut it to 12, and it's good. JJ has 18 in the game. He ought to be an all-tourney selection. I know he got our vote.
Yeah. Yep, and I think the West Frankfort, Rick Westermeyer, I know he probably voted for him, so I would think Justin would get it.
90 seconds remaining. It's a 12-point lead for West Frankfort as it is Russell that takes it the length of the floor. Layup no good. Rebound comes off to Thrash, and he's going to back it up, and they're going to reset. Carterville needs to foul Connor Henderson. No, we have a timeout that is called by West Frankfort. 30-second timeout. We'll break as well. 59-47. Frankfort with the lead on NewsRadio WJPF.
That's why Stern Sales has access to over 700 vendor lines, including Lear products. And if you don't have time to install, they'll do it for you.
30 seconds here.
Stern Sales. It's a question of when. Stern Sales, Highway 148 Energy, or online at sternsales.com.
Welcome back to West Frankfort. Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson, Frankfort with the basketball as we make our way toward 75 seconds remaining in the contest. A 12-point game, Frankfort's ball. They get it to Quincy King, who checks into the game. Now, Reese Woolard, as West Frankfort has some of the youngsters into the game. Russell has it, right pocket, dribbles with the left hand. He's working his way toward the left wing. Nice pass down low as they get it to Quincy King, and he gets the bucket and gets on the board for the Redbirds. As we have timeout just so some replacements can get into the game for the Carterville Lions. Checking in is going to be J.T. Conwell. Let's see here. Who is the other one that's there? Can't read that number, Scott. 30.
30.
30, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that Carson Pearson? Connor Hawkins fires from three off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound comes off to West Frankfort. Krieger takes it. He's fouled from behind as he slides down toward the cheerleaders.
Yeah,
just below us.
34 is in the game. That's Conwell.
Right.
You have 35, which is Cameron Hall.
Cameron Hall, there we go. The foul is on number 35, Cameron Hall. His first. 61-47, Frankfort ball. As Russell takes it, throws it at the rack, gets fouled, will go to the line, shoot two. 31 seconds remaining in the game. Our Wild Hog post-game show is coming up, and we'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal stars of the game. Hope you'll join us, as it is Brennan Russell at the line. Makes the first. He's got three. The foul was on Carterville's Nicholas Laird. Second one from Russell. In, out, no good. Rebound to Chandler Roberts as he gets fouled. And the ball's going to go the other way. That is on Matt Rieger, his first foul of the game. 27, 26, 25 seconds remaining. Carterville's basketball. Chandler Roberts with the right-hand dribble. Gets it down low. Nice job, turnaround jumper. No good by Hall. Redbirds get the ball. I would imagine they will bring it across the timeline and hold. As Russell has it, 6-5-4. 62-47 is the final. West Frankfort knocks off the Carterville Lions. Carterville loses all 4 games in the Midwinter Classic. Post-game show from the Wild Hog is coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
You'll go wild over the menu at Wild Hog. That's wild with a Y on Route 13 in Craneville in the log building. You know the one. Wildly appealing. You'll go wild over the lunch and dinner deliciousness, including mini smoked specialties. Bring the whole pack of friends and family. There's a kids menu and drink specials every day. Take the Wolf Creek Overpass for easy access. Your Carterville game ticket gets you 10% off the week following, Tuesdays through Sundays for lunch and dinner. On Facebook, WYLD Hog with a Y. The Settle Dental Group in Marion is announcing a new in-office dental discount plan. The plan was designed for patients who don't have dental insurance or their employer no longer provides it. An enrollment fee makes you automatically a member. You and your family can start saving right away. There are instant benefits such as 1 emergency exam, 2 routine exams, and cleanings and x-rays. Also, you will be eligible for dental discounts on procedures such as fillings, root canals, crowns, and more. Call the Settle Dental Group or visit them online at settledentalgroup.com.
Your local Health Mart pharmacies, Family Drug, Logan Primary Pharmacy, and Carbondale Family Pharmacy, the Center for Medical Arts, are independent pharmacies owned by the Calcaterras. Fred has been here since 1971 and feels his success is because of compassionate employees. If you need a pharmacy that cares and has free delivery, your Health Mart pharmacies, Family Drug, Logan Primary Pharmacy, and Carbondale Family Pharmacy are here to answer any questions about starting a relationship. They do care.
Max Moore's Gymnasium on a Saturday night as West Frankfort Redbirds knock off your Lions 62-47. The final here as Carterville winds up going 0-4 in the game. And this was a different Frankfort team than we saw early in the season when Carterville beat them 60-49. Turns around, they come back, and just a 2-point difference on each side. They get the 62-47 win today.
Well, West Frankfort's a better team than they were when Carterville saw them the first time. On this floor, West Frankfort lost to a very good El Dorado team by 1 point. They had at least one upset in the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. So this is a better West Frankfort team than we saw. If you look at all 4 of these games for Carterville, it played out the same way.
In every game.
Bad first halves.
Yep.
Come back in the second half, make a little bit of a run, but you just don't have enough to get over the hump.
Yeah.
It's just it's frustrating. You know, look at the stats for this game alone. Carterville shot almost 80% in the fourth quarter of this game, and still for the game only shot 33%. West Frankfort shot 51% from the field for the game. 16 turnovers for West Frankfort, 12 turnovers for Carterville. Carterville was out-rebounded 29-23. Johnson and Crosland led the Redbirds with 5 each. Valerius led the Lions with 8 rebounds.
And Carterville had 19 points in the fourth quarter. They only had 15 at the half. When you look at the scoring for, let's first look at the West Frankfort Redbirds. They were led in the game by C.J. Johnson, who winds up with 13 points for the Redbirds. Lucas Wolf winds up with 12. They had 10 players get into the scorebook for the Redbirds. Levante Cole Cole Levante rather with 7. As we said, Wolf with 12, Russell with 3, Jacob Russell with 4. Quincy King gets in the book. He's got 2. C.J. Johnson with 13, Hammers with 4, Gaylor with 2, Keegan Thresh winds up with 6, and Bradley Crossland winds up with 9. 62 points for the Redbirds. For the Lions, they were led once again by Justin Johnson, who winds up with 18 points in the game. He had 15 in the second half. Dylan Valerius added 5 for Carterville. Bryce Anderson had 2. Connor Henderson 4, Austin Garby 3, Tyler Biddle 3, Dylan Moore with 6, Luke Stritzel with 2, and Grant Garby with 2. 62-47, the final. We're going to go on and take another break. When we come back, Scott and I need to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game. It's a good question right now. I don't even know who our candidates are.
Do you have a coin?
We'll have a talk about it, and we'll come back. It's the Wild Hog post-game show here on News Radio WJPF.
You've made it through the holidays. Now let SIU Credit Union help make your new year better. Now through February 28th, transfer your high-interest balances to an SIU Credit Union Visa credit card and receive an introductory 3.9% APR for 12 months and no balance transfer fees. Stop by any SIU Credit Union location or go online at siucu.org for information.
SIU Credit Union, where Southern Illinois belongs. Membership required. All loans subject to credit approval. Federally insured by NCUA.
62-47. West Frankfort knock off the Carterville Lions here at the MidWinter Classic. Our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game. I think there's really only one player we can really give it to, Scott Hudson, and that would be Carterville's Justin Johnson. He had 3 points at the half. He winds up with 15 for the game, leading all scorers. As you look at the scoring, it was balanced scoring for West Frankfort as they put 10 guys in the book. But it was JJ that went to work there in the second half, inside, outside, did it all scoring-wise as Carterville tried to make a run there in the second half. Justin Johnson, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game.
And very rarely, if at all, came out of the game, as has been the case all year long. I mean, there cannot be much gas left in his tank. He's going to sleep well this weekend. But Justin Johnson, who will probably make the all-tournament team, really showed what he's made of in that second half. You know, it would have been easy for all the Carterville players to just fold the tents and just say, you know what, we're just going to get hammered. But they fought back. Justin Johnson, the senior, I thought had a good tournament. He will probably be on the all-tournament team. But JJ, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Call 534-8148. Joe and Lindsay McCann, you know they've been in business for over 20 years, and they specialize in commercial and residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, snow removal, customer-oriented business, and not your typical rush-in, rush-out service that you'll find with a lot of the other lawn care services. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Call 534-8148. Justin Johnson, our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the game. As game 2 of the evening session here this evening is getting ready to kick off, as it's going to be the Christopher Bearcats and let's see, who is that?
Heron
Tigers in the second game. And don't forget, plenty of time if you want to see some high school basketball. There's a game at 7:30 this evening, and then the champ for third place, and then the championship game this evening between Cairo and El Dorado. That's going to be a dandy ball game, Scott Hudson, and that's going to be at 9 o'clock tonight. You want to stay?
I'll get back to you on that. You look at this tournament, you have bigger schools like Heron, Carterville, Marion in it. and it comes down to two of the smallest schools in the tournament playing for the championship, El Dorado and Caro, both deserving, both got tested, both undefeated. That should be a heck of a game.
Should be. That's coming up at 9 o'clock here at the MidWinter Classic. And let's say thanks to everybody here at West Frankfort. They run a great tournament. They take good care of us. It's a great facility. I love coming and doing the games here. And it's just a lot of fun. You and I came over and did Sports Voice this morning for an hour live so that we can accommodate Murph. And actually, he's over on the other side as Murph and Coach are ready to go to call this Heron game. You can tune in to 103.5 ESPN and listen to that. And we're going to go on and take another break. Hopefully, head coach Shane Hawkins will come up here. And we'll see if we can have a chat with him. We'll continue. It's our Wild Hog postgame show, the Wild Hog, right there on Route 13 in Carterville. Your Carterville Lions headquarters. You can wear your Carterville gear in, show them the logo, and you'll get 10% off your bill. Just make sure you show your server, and they always have great drink specials, great food specials. I'm going there as soon as we leave here. I may stick around for a little bit, but I'll head that way. But we invite you to stop by there. Bob and the gang take great care of you. A great place to go watch a ball game if you want to. A great family restaurant. Really enjoy that place, and we hope you come over and check it out. It's the Wild Hog, Route 13 in Carterville. We'll continue on a Wild Hog postgame show next on News Radio WJPF.
Need a bank that is available when you are? At Banterra, we offer digital banking options that allow you to do banking 24/7. Download our app on your mobile device for a mobile check deposit, bill pay, and more. Apply for a mortgage, make easy and secure online loan payments, or shop securely using digital wallet products and Visa checkout. Own a business? We offer a wide range of digital business products as well. Enjoy convenient banking with Banterra. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Still not visited the Sweatshop Fitness Center in downtown Carterville? You're missing fun and effective classes at the group fitness room, along with energetic and professional instructors for Zumba, spinning, and more. You're missing the benefits of 24/7 accessibility, great equipment, and trainers. And you're also missing the newly added tanning and aqua massage, available for members and non-members. Find out more at the Sweatshop Fitness Center, downtown Carterville.
Welcome back to West Frankfort High School. It's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson, where it was 62-47 as the Frankfort Redbirds knock off your Carterville Lions in the final game at the MidWinter Classic. As Heron is preparing to take on Christopher. This will be for 5th place in the tournament. The 3rd place game will be, let's see here, that's going to be
Marion and AJ.
Marion and AJ, and then the championship game tonight at 9 o'clock will be Cairo against El Dorado. El Dorado got the win earlier today, that's just going to be a good ball game. If you want to come up and watch some fantastic high school basketball. A couple of things of note. Next week, Carterville hits the road for 2 games. They'll be at DuQuoin on Friday night, 7:45. That is a river-to-river conference matchup. And then on Saturday, Carterville hits the road once again, going to Benton, to Rich Heron Gymnasium. Wonder if Coach, I always say this every time, I wonder if Coach gets in for free. At Rich Heron
if he
Gymnasium.
does, I got a sneaky suspicion that he hasn't had to pay in a long time.
That would just suck if you have to pay to get in your own gym. But anyway, and apologize for using that word. But anyway, next Saturday, it's going to be Carterville at Benton. I'm going to be gone next weekend. Scott will have the call and probably get some assistance as well. But going to do some traveling next week, and good luck to the Lions as we are waiting to see if Shane Hawkins is going to come up. I wouldn't be surprised if not really. I mean,
What do you say?
The same thing. It's, Coach, it's cold shooting in the first half, warm it up in nice intensity in the second, but just can't get over the hump. it is what it is. And Carterville sees its record go to, they are on the season 3-18 after the 62-47 loss to West Frankfort. I think we'll go on and wrap things
All
up.
right.
How about that?
Sounds good to me.
As don't forget, you can flip over to 103.5 ESPN as Heron is getting ready to take on Christopher Mike Murphy. And the coach with the call. 62-47, the final. Back in action next Friday night from DuQuoin. 7:30 will be the pregame show with Scott Hudson. And then on Saturday night on the road at Benton. For producer-engineer Mr. Brian R. Powell back at the studio. For my partner, Scott Hudson, I'm Dave McKenzie. Have a great week, everybody. And thank you for tuning in to Lions Sports here on News Radio WJPF. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate all your help this weekend, putting up with us. And I'll talk to you at some point this week.